Miracles of Jesus, signs of his power and love. Various passages in the Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Jesus performed many miracles to show his divine power, compassion, and authority. Here are some of his most well-known miracles, along with their meanings and lessons. 1. Jesus walks on water. Matthew 14, 22-33, Mark 6, 45-52, John 6, 16-21. The story: after feeding the 5,000, Jesus sent his disciples ahead by boat while he prayed. A strong storm arose, and the disciples struggled against the waves. Jesus walked on the water toward them in the middle of the night. Peter asked to walk on the water too, and Jesus invited him. Peter walked on water, but became afraid and began to sink. Jesus rescued him and said, "You have little faith, why did you doubt?" Lessons: faith over fear. When we trust Jesus, we can do the impossible. Keep your eyes on Jesus. Peter sank when he focused on the storm instead of Jesus. Jesus rescues us even when we doubt. He is there to lift us up. 2. Healing the blind man. John 9, 1-12. John 9. The story: Jesus saw a man born blind and healed him by making mud with his spit, putting it on the man's eyes, and telling him to wash in the pool of Siloam. The man was instantly healed and could see for the first time. The religious leaders were angry and questioned the man, but he boldly declared that Jesus had healed him. Lessons: Jesus brings light. Just as he healed physical blindness, he gives spiritual sight to those who seek him. Obedience leads to miracles. The blind man had to go and wash before receiving his healing. Faith matters more than opinions. The man didn't care about criticism. He just knew Jesus had changed his life. 3. Feeding the 5,000. Matthew 14, 13-21, Mark 6, 30-44, Luke 9, 10-17, John 6, 1-14. The story: a huge crowd followed Jesus, and they were hungry. The disciples only had 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish, not enough for thousands. Jesus blessed the food, and it miraculously multiplied. Over 5,000 men plus women and children ate, and 12 baskets of leftovers remained. Lessons: Jesus provides. No need is too great for him to handle. Little becomes much in his hands. God can use even the smallest offering to do big things. Trust in his abundance. We often focus on what we lack, but Jesus works miracles with what we have. 4. Calming the storm. Matthew 8, 23-27, Mark 4, 35-41, Luke 8, 20-25. The story: Jesus and his disciples were in a boat when a violent storm arose. The disciples panicked, but Jesus was sleeping. They woke him, crying, "Lord, save us. We're going to drown." Jesus rebuked the storm, saying, "Peace, be still," and instantly, the sea became calm. Lessons: Jesus is greater than the storm. No matter what we face, he is in control. Trust. Don't fear. The disciples feared the storm instead of trusting Jesus' presence. Peace comes from Jesus. He can bring peace into any situation in our lives. Key takeaways from Jesus' miracles: faith activates miracles. Those who believed received healing, provision, and peace. Jesus has power over nature, sickness, and even death, showing that he is truly the Son of God. His miracles point to something greater, not just solving temporary problems, but revealing God's kingdom.